Hello everyone, Sussex dirty tricks. Can William actually stop this? I know as tensions between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family escalate, especially with Prince William, many are left wondering how far will the Sussexes go in their pursuit of influence. Now, of course, what you have here is going to be a tremendous argument that will undoubtedly take place in the coming months, and undoubtedly as Britain is being engulfed. To put it another way, Colombia. There is absolutely no such thing as being inexpensive, but it does appear that if genuine royals do not wish to go, Meghan and Harry are prepared to do so for a price, regardless of the expense or the harm that it may do to the real British monarchy. This is the case even if the real royals do not choose to attend. Interesting developments, and I would be very interested in hearing your thoughts on this ongoing conflict, which is, in fact, a conflict that is still going on within the House of Windsor. I would want to know your thoughts, as always, with respect. Whatever you say, I don't understand. Who would want Harry and Meghan? They aren't royals, and any country who believes they have royals in Harry and Meghan are sure to be disappointed. To me, this allows people to see the difference between real and fake. Harry and Meghan have helped me appreciate the real royal family. What their behavior is doing is highlighting what is wrong with a monarchy system. You don't get to choose who gets the job. You are stuck with them even if they are as bad as Harry has turned out to be. The Queen was a well-loved and exemplary monarch who brought forward the positive side of a monarchy. Harry is proving the Republican argument against a system of heredity titles and untouchable privilege to be correct. I hate how they act like they are helping others. Who are they helping? It seems everything they do is for their own good and benefit for themselves. They shall be ashamed. Harry, we don't need your help. You have your own problems, and we have ours. If you really have to help others, you don't have to shout that you do good work. People will know and see it. No advertising for wearing expensive stuff on your body and showing how rich you are. Maybe others are hungry for food and poor, and actually you have no volume at all on your efforts. Meanwhile, Prince William has the world on his shoulders. He lost his grandparents within a year. His father has cancer. His wife has cancer. Yet everyone is always talking about Harry and never asks how Prince William is doing. This is why I don't ever believe Prince William will ever speak to his brother ever again. And rightly so. And more importantly, can William actually put a stop to them so-called dirty tricks? The important thing is that things are happening in a way that is contrary to our wishes. While Markle is overjoyed, Prince William is left angry. But what exactly is he fuming about when he says that? More importantly, what is the reason for his extreme anger? As we move forward, what actions can he do to put a stop to it? It's interesting because, as we all know now, Meghan and Harry had a tremendous amount of financial hardship on that specific trip to Colombia. You are able to comprehend that this has now been disseminated all across the world since it has been broadcast. Harry will see Prince William from a distance at his father's funeral. That's if he's even invited. Yes, William is the real thing and has people's love and respect, whereas Harry is a fake royal now and has a viper for a wife. They're both cheap and fake. Again, he too lost his mother, and not just the other one. And we cannot know how William, who was that little bit older, coped. It was said he was Diana's confidant at times, and he would have known of things she may have confided in him and has had to deal with that, as well as her passing and all the other things you have mentioned in adulthood. I agree. William indeed has the world on his shoulders and has had to carry so much from a young age, including his brother, something which the other one thinks he has the world on his shoulders, but was carried and now plays victim to it over and over again. After what Harry did to his family, they could never trust him again, even if he leaves Meghan. Say that Meghan is too proud to admit she is truly out of her depth, silly and dark in her purposes. With Prince William, I do have hope that he will deal with Prince Harry. So far, Prince William has never trashed or said anything about his brother. He has class. The Prince of Wales will make a fantastic king. What they need to do is strip their titles. Let them be the Prince and Princess of Montecito. Let them go. It's past time with the spoiled brats. We're set free. America respects UK's monarchy, but they don't want princes and princesses there, not in Montecito or anywhere else in the USA. If that's what Meghan expects, she is completely delusional. They need to be evicted from royal titles. Meghan and the handbag aren't royal now. I know Prince William has had more than enough of hackles. It's actually been over for the Harkles since the day the late Queen went to heaven. They just didn't realize it until now. Harry has less than zero chance of ever being a working royal again. A line has been irrevocably crossed. The Harkles and their drama need to stay away. I am disgusted and have absolutely no respect for Harry and his wife in regard to thinking they can be an alternative royal family. In either case, it does not appear to be appealing. On the other hand, Meghan Markle was overjoyed for the simple reason that, once again, the attention was exclusively directed at Meghan Markle. However, what comes after this? Give it some thought. I am amazed and appalled at how Harry is totally disregarding his grandmother's legacy. King Charles must listen to Prince William and be proactive now, not in the long game. For the future of the monarchy, time to remove the titles of Harry and Meghan, along with Harry's state of counselor, and with titles removed. They won't be invited to do fake tours. While Harry formally remains a counselor of state, the Crown informed Parliament in 2022 that in practice only working members of the royal family would be called upon to fill in for the monarch. There is no reason to delay any longer. Remove them completely from the website and take away Counselor of State completely. Quit worrying about Harry's feelings because he sure doesn't worry about the royal family. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for viewing my video yesterday. What are your thoughts on the topics that made up today's discussion? Please don't be shy about expressing your opinions in the provided comments box. My aim is that more people would show their affection for the channel by liking it, sharing it, and subscribing to your channel. Goodbye, and I hope to see you again soon. Our British monarchy is something that the Republicans want to get rid of, and every time they do so, they are looking at the expense and asking, well, how much does it cost now for the monarchy? Especially for the likes of the King, the Queen, and the subsequent senior royals on an annual basis? Another thing that should not be forgotten is that throughout her lifetime, the Queen was adamantly opposed to the idea of a reduced monarchy. It goes without saying that her insight was fantastic. Let us not overlook that fact, seeing as how all of that has now been described as a very expensive, well, vanity trip. Here is the next challenge that Prince William is going to face. You can understand why this is the case. What exactly is it that it accomplishes? We did see their salsa dancing, and we also observed them interacting with youngsters. It is unfortunate that we were not able to hear the national anthem during this event, and everyone stood up to pay attention. A phony curtsy, on the other hand, was what we did witness. Along the same lines, Meghan is making significant progress with her alternative royal court. However, I want to ask you, do you think that is Meghan's fake face? Those who agree with me, please comment number 1, and vice versa. If you feel that it is not fake, please comment number 2. She wants to make sure that people regard Harry and her as an option that they could afford. And if you like, or if the royals don't want to go and visit that specific nation, she is more than glad to take over and, more importantly, be seen and naturally receive all the headlines around the world. She wants to make sure that people see them as a reasonable alternative. William is extremely concerned about this, as you can understand, because this really sets up the subject of, well, the referendum, and, of course, if people suddenly now want to pay for the British monarchy, all of that kind of things, the costs. William is very concerned about this. As we see all the time, we've seen the insistence of King Charles basically having a monarchy, naturally very old-timed upon that, and something, of course, that his younger sister, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, was very much against, as was our late monarch. Basically stating this was a formula that very much worked. In order to go forward, the only thing you need to worry about right now is this. In light of this, what does the monarchy's future hold? Mainly due to the fact that William is aware of the possible reaction that would result from these false tours if they continue to go. I would believe that, despite the fact that Meghan and Harry are overjoyed, she is more than he is. With the never-ending attention and the front-page photographs, whether they are positive or negative, it is much more so since her purpose, of course, was to ensure that she and Harry were treated just as well and that they were shown the same level of respect on the same platform.